Let's talk about insurance. In Nigeria's sector regulator, NICOM, recently withdrew the licenses of two insurers, Niger Insurance and Standard Alliance, just as the Nigerian Exchange suspends 5 listed insurance firms over their failure to meet post-listing financial reporting obligations. Let's chat to insurance sector's risks, regulations, and other headlines now as we bring on Olushola Ogunniyi, the lead advisor at Finich Risk Advisor Limited. He joins me live now in the studio. Good evening. Great to have you.
Good evening, Mr. Bothi.
Thanks for coming through. Give me the key issues for the insurance sector since 2022 started. Give me a summary.
Thank you very much. Good evening, viewers, and thank you for having me. Well, you know, Nigeria insurance sector, just when you look at COVID 2020, so in 2020, there was a negative growth for insurance industry. 2021, they had some good growth, like about 6.5%. In 2020, it was a negative growth. So 2022, so far, insurance industry have been battling with recapitalization, the microeconomy, the insurance penetration, the insurance density, and the operating environment has been harsh. Despite from 2021, from 2020 to 2021, there was a growth. As a matter of fact, insurance industry experienced 6.6 growth, which is higher than 3.4 growth for the whole economy. But so far, so good. They've been battling with some of EU recapitalization, operating environment that has been harsh.
What would you consider as the most important risk issues that are emerging for folks in the insurance business sector?
Well, you know, now the whole world has more dependence, a kind of more dependence on digital space. So you have some risk coming from that angle, like cyber risk, data breaches, and these are the things they have. But the issue that the advanced countries are facing when it comes to insurance is quite different from what emerging markets are facing. In Nigeria, for instance, we are still battling with the issue of acceptance, wide acceptability of insurance. We are still battling with insurance density, low penetration rate. We are still battling with that. So those emerging risks can come. And another one that is very strong now is ESG risk. You know, due to the prominence of environmental social governance, that risk is also emerging.
Okay, so here we are with the regulatory action by NICOM, and this happened from time to time. But when, if it's in the banking space, if the central bank withdraws the banking license of the bank, I'm sure everybody's going to quickly check his bank account and say, hey, my friend, do you have money there? But insurance, it looks like it just went under the radar, as it were. It's not really noticed. Is this something that the folks industry is talking about, Niger Insurance and Standard Alliance, because they failed to pay claims over a 3-year period?
Yeah. Well, what NICOM has done is part of their macroprudential supervision and regulations. It is backed up by law. So, in a way, they try to minimize the laws. Like, there's no big deal. They've stopped those company from operating, so they cannot take new business for now as you speak. And it is a kind of a confidence-boosting measure for the industry that, look, if we cannot continue, we need to protect the policy holders, we need to protect the integrity and the stability, kind of prudential stability of the industry. So that is why, but I think they're fine because they've arranged receivers for them, and after the receivership, probably they will sell them. And new buyers will come.
Yeah. So it's not as if these two insurance companies are going to liquidation, kind of.
Well, technically, they are into technical solvency. In short, more than technical solvency, because they could not meet their solvency ratio. And in the solvency is a kind of a long-term, they have liquidity problem, definitely. So liquidity problem, profitability problem, and solvency in the EU. Solvency in the EU is that, look, there's a threshold that you must maintain in the industry. If you can't maintain that threshold, you will put the policy holders into trouble. So,
and that could be a systemic issue across the...
Yeah, so what NICOM has done is great.
It's great.
Yeah.
Then the Nigerian Exchange also went in and slammed about 5 insurers late last week for failure to file financial statements as and when due.
Yeah, that action is not really a house on a fire, because there are about 7 or 9 of other...
Yes, it's not about 9 companies, but 5 of them are insurers.
So, it's not really about a house on a fire issue for the insurance industry. some of them complain, maybe they change their auditors, the external auditors. Some of them could not meet up with some other things. I think those are the things they will fix. It is not really a macro-prudential issue for the industry.
Okay. Should there be a concern for investors, policyholders in the insurance sector?
Well, because the industry is still trying to grapple with the issue of share capital, capitalization, for instance.
Why is that a continuous exercise? It never seem to end. It's been on since 2004, 2005, after the banking sector consolidation.
Interesting,
Yes.
2005, the industry need more capital, actually. 2005, you have a life paying 150 million life insurance. For general insurance, it's 200 million. For composite, then it was about 500, and the other one is about 500. So it is still weak. But by 2007, they moved life from 150 million to 2 billion. They moved general to 3 billion.
Yes.
They moved composite, the composite guy, to 5 billion.
Yes.
And the reinsurance thing. So, but right now, when they started with
just
that,
have more mergers in the industry.
Well, I foresee more mergers because the industry has so many operational inefficiency, for instance. Okay. So many operators, they need to come together and see what they can do.
So here we are, Olushola. It's the 5th of July.
Yep.
So just give me about less than a minute. What's your outlook for the rest of this year for the insurance?
Well, election is coming. So election is coming. The economy is still not stable. So those things that they will still battle with are, as I said, the capitalization, the issue of recession, inflation, and if the industry can just try and kind of create more awareness for the retail folks to buy more of those basic compulsory insurances, then they will, because their awareness is still low, the disposable income is small, but they are a product that they can actually buy.
Microinsurance.
Yes.
Okay, but let's see how it gets. Thank you so much. It's nice having you here this evening.
Thank you very much.
It's been a very difficult, very naughty vehiculous time in Lagos with the rains and all of that. So thank you very much for
Thank you very much for having me. Thank you.